Even when we're completely relaxed or asleep, our brains don't let up. This strange contraption is covered in electrodes picking up part of my own brain's activity. 128 sensors detect tiny signals emitted as my brain cells fire. This is the pattern produced when I'm relaxed. Even without a thought in my head, my brainwaves show I'm busy. The truth is, our bodies are always busy. In this experiment, we will be able to see the brain at work. 128 sensors pick up tiny electrical signals emitted as my brain cells fire. This is the pattern produced when I am relaxed. All this activity is simply the result of doing nothing. As soon as I open my eyes, the brain leaps into action. Even the simple task of watching television involves my brain in millions of actions. A single second, stretched into 1,000 steps, shows swirls of activity sweeping all over my head. First, the information travels to the back of my brain. From there, the activity moves through the short-term memory areas and then to the front of the brain, the part actually involved in thinking. The question is, can we find a single part of the brain that gives me my sense of myself, that makes me Robert Winston? Well, it seems that the brain is just a bit more complicated than that. In fact, it appears to work something like an orchestra. There are areas that do different things. The string section, the conductor, the brass players. But the output, the music if you like, isn't just about the areas that work, but about the order that they work in. Just as an orchestra can produce an infinite variety of music depending on which instruments play and when, so too the brain can produce limitless results depending on the sequence in which the clusters of brain cells connect. But the brain has more than 100 musicians making music. If you counted the connections between cells just on the surface, it would take you 32 million years. This sheer complexity leads scientists to believe it is our brain taken as a whole that creates our conscious self, the self we lose when we die.